Emergency Management Kevin Peters and Matt Cavell, Leon County's head of Community Relations and Resilience, about the importance of being prepared.
Really severe weather hazards have no real single season in Florida. We can have hazardous weather all 12 months. So being prepared is critical year long.
Yeah. What are the biggest concerns that you guys have for Leon County going into this hurricane season?
You know, one of the things that we hear people say is like, oh, I'm from Florida. I've lived here my whole life. I know hurricanes. And that can be a little bit of a dangerous attitude because you have to treat every hurricane as different because every storm is going to be different. So having all those preparedness things that we advocate, you know, having a family emergency plan, knowing what you're going to do during storm season, having a way to get emergency alerts and weather warnings all year long is important. And having your disaster supply kit, having supplies for each member of your family, everybody having their own kit. Those are the things that people need to have all year long, and they need to be thinking about as they go into hurricane season and what the next storm could bring, not what the last storms brought.
And to add to that, the shifting landscape too for insurance coverage for homeowners and for renters is very important for them to understand what their policy can cover. Some folks, since previous storms or even in the most recent year, their insurance policy provider has either changed the conditions by which they've renewed, or they've even had to change policy providers in general because of that and changing landscape. So don't assume that you know your policy and know it before hurricane season.
That's a good point. I think a lot of people suddenly have new carriers. I mean, it's a big discussion with the legislature. So, yeah. I like that idea of everybody in the family has their own kit. Like, that could be fun for kids.
Yeah,
right?
We've seen a lot of success when going in with younger audiences and talking about the things that they would want if the power was off or the lights were off, and what were the things that would mean that your devices that you normally turn to just aren't available for you. Mm-hmm. What are the types of entertainment in a bucket, like coloring books or youth books or anything like that, that would still be able to entertain a crowd of folks, of young kids. And so they have that ownership. They can decorate the bucket, they can put things inside of it, and they can make it be a fun activity for the entire family.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to make sure people remember to put into their buckets, download a copy of your contacts from your cell phone. If you were to not be able to charge your phone, if something happens to your phone during disaster, that's a key thing. But kind of on the youth thing, our Billy the Bucket program is probably one of the most unique things that we're doing in the state. There is no mascot for youth preparedness and disasters. You know, the Forest Service has Smokey Bear, and I think everybody knows that, but there isn't an equivalent in disaster space. Yeah. So we're really pushing the Billy Bucket program, the youth education, trying to empower these young Floridians that are going to grow up in the state and teach them preparedness skills that'll last a lifetime.
That was Gina Jordan speaking with Leon County's Kevin Peters and Matt Cavell. To hear more of that conversation, you can check out our podcast, Speaking Of.